My parents demanded I co-sign for my brother's fourth car loan. He's family. I refused. They cut me off. 3 months later, the bank pre-approved me for a house, but had one question about a joint account I didn't know existed that made me realize what they'd actually done. I was sitting in the loan officer's pristine office, pre-approval paperwork spread across the desk, when everything I thought I knew about my family shattered with one simple question. Mr. Rhodes, can you explain these repeated overdrafts on the joint account ending in 4782? I blinked. I don't have a joint account. Sarah, the loan officer, turned her monitor toward me. There it was. My name. My social security number. An account opened in 2019 with my mother as co-holder. Current balance. Negative $3,837. My brother Ethan is 32 and has totaled 3 cars. Each time my parents bailed him out with a new loan. Each time they asked me to co-sign. Each time I refused. The last attempt was 3 months ago over Sunday dinner. It's just a formality, Dad said, sliding papers across the table. Ethan's got steady work now. He just needs a reliable vehicle. He had 3 reliable vehicles, I replied. What happened to personal responsibility? Mom's face hardened. Family helps family, Adrian. Or doesn't that matter to you anymore? I help family who helps themselves. Ethan's 32. He needs to figure this out on his own. The silence was arctic. Dad stood up slowly. Then I think we're done here. If you can't be there for your brother when he needs you, don't expect us to be there for you. They stopped answering my calls that night, blocked me on social media. When I drove to their house, Dad answered the door just long enough to say, "We have nothing to discuss with selfish people." 3 months of silence. 3 months of wondering if I'd made the wrong call. Then came my house hunt. I'd been saving for 6 years. Every bonus, every tax return, meticulously stored away. I had $68,000 for a down payment, perfect credit, stable income. The pre-approval should have been just a formality. Instead, Sarah was showing me an account I'd never opened. This shows consistent negative activity, she continued. Multiple overdraft fees, declined payments, and it's affecting your debt-to-income ratio significantly. My hands shook as I scrolled through the transaction history. Car payments, insurance, gas station charges, fast food, all in a city 2 hours away where Ethan lived. When was this opened? I asked quietly. October 2019. You would have received statements at the address on file, my parents' address, where I lived until 2020. The pieces clicked together with sickening clarity. They hadn't just asked me to co-sign for Ethan's cars. When I refused the second time in 2019, they'd opened a joint account using my information, probably from old tax documents I'd left in their garage. They'd been funding Ethan's lifestyle directly from an account bearing my name, destroying my credit in the process. That's why they cut me off so quickly 3 months ago. Not because I refused to co-sign, because I was finally buying a house, which meant a credit check, which meant discovery. I need to file a fraud report, I said, my voice hollow. Sarah nodded sympathetically. I'll email you the documentation requirements. We'll need to pause your application until this is resolved. The police report took 4 hours. The detective's expression grew darker, as I explained. Family financial abuse is more common than you'd think, she said. But it's still fraud. My parents' lawyer called 2 days later. Your mother is very upset. She's willing to close the account and pay the balance if you withdraw the report. Tell her I'm willing to not press charges if she transfers $68,000 to my savings account by Friday and provides a signed confession from my mortgage company. Otherwise, I'll see her in court. Silence. Then, that's unreasonable. So is identity theft. Friday at 5 p.m. They paid Thursday night, every penny I'd worked for, plus the negative balance they'd created, plus the pre-approval delay fees. The notarized letter arrived via courier Friday morning. I closed on my house 6 weeks later. Ethan texted once. You really doing this to Mom and Dad? I replied, I'm doing what they taught me, taking responsibility for my choices. They made theirs. Last week I got an invitation to Sunday dinner. No apology, just, we should talk. I sent back 2 words, we're done. Some families help each other. Mine helped themselves, to my future.